So guys, this time we will be taking a look at MyUI 8 on the Galaxy Grand Prime. This is a very alpha build, so it would not be stable and it doesn't have like a camera and Wi-Fi working right now. But let's just boot. Let's just take a look. I have not seen this ROM at all. I've just set it up as in my previous video, and now I'm taking a look about the actual booting time of this ROM. Because MyUI takes a bit of time, and I still don't know what this thing is. MyUI Pro. Never heard of it in my life. It's not boarding, and that was pretty quick. I don't know what's up with that launcher because the row is going under the dock. Okay, so the camera is not working. I don't know why the row is going under the dock. It's just weird. Let's see if we can do something about that. I want to move everything up. Please. Okay. There we go. That was quick. So as you can see, it's pretty smooth, and I can't see the blower working on this ROM actually. As you can see, there is only gray background, but in my Euphoria I do get a blur. I don't know why, but it's much smoother than the Euphoria. I don't know, because of the QHD display of the Grand Prime, it feels much smoother and blurry. Okay, so you do get a rooted rooted device gallery. Maybe it works because okay, so codecs are now working. This is still an alphabet build. Sorry. Let's look at a I don't know why it looks like Samsung-ish. Like if you take a look at of a Galaxy S7 or S6 dialer, it's exact same of this. Also the animation is exact same. Security, the most fun app. Cleaner. Okay, let's just take a look. How much trash do I have? 1.26 gig. Add files, Xiaomi packages. I don't want that. I want my packages. Residuals file, share it. Okay. No, not that. So I'm going to clean up only for 1.4 KB of my device. Data usage, battery. Does it have a performance mode? No. I guess we do get with like Ioni OS or FunTouch on the Vivo devices. Let's take a look on the weather. Bye. Let's check if the Wi-Fi is working. It only turns on and just hangs on over that. It doesn't work, as you can see. That's kind of sad part, but I don't have a mobile data, so I can't show you. Sorry. Calendar. Pretty good. Also the app opening times are very quick. I'm very impressed about that. Music. Does the audio work? Because it's like hard to port audio libraries on the MyUI 8. No songs at all. What the fuck? I don't know. Okay, now there are 13 songs. Let's just okay, now it's working. Not quite a loud. Okay, I guess I was using a loud mode on my Grand Prime previously, but as you can see, the blur is not working. It's just plain gray, which kind of looks ugly, but it's very much smoother than my other devices which I tried the MyUI 8 on. As you can see, it's much smoother. No lag at all. Why did it just crash? What the hell? I don't know why I can't open settings. Fuck. Let's just close everything. Settings, please. What the hell? Developer didn't tell something about that. Root Explorer, nice addition. Third party app. Let's just reboot and take a look if we can enter the settings, because that's a bit awkward. Because he has posted the recurrent tab to cool. He has posted the screenshots of the settings, and I don't know why I can't open it on mine. I don't know if it's only my Snapdragon device which gets this error, because I can't see on my Galaxy S7 or my Galaxy S4 getting that, which are the Exynos devices. I don't know, every device is very different from each other. That was quick. So the developer, I'm like here, like I'm watching the changelog right in front of me, but I can't see the settings error. Let's just open it now. Nope. What the? Dude. He has opened the settings. Let me just show you the screenshot. Maybe it loads. My Wi-Fi connection is very shit. Let's just take around a look in tools. You do get the clock. Clock is my favorite one. It has like a parallax or a hologram effect. Let me show you. I can't hold it. Okay. There you go. Quite cool. Clock, stopwatch, timer, alarm. Pretty nice. Downloads, feedback, calculator. Pretty quick. Where is like the voice command? I can't see the voice command thingy over here, like the S-Voice or a Siri. But as you can see, he has opened the settings, but I don't know why I can't get it on mine. Let's just see here. Now working with this update. I've installed this update, bugfix update, but still I can't turn on the Wi-Fi nor the settings. Lock screen is working. ADV Bluetooth I have not checked. Maybe something, only 2 bugs. I don't know why I can't open the settings.
1 hour later.
So guys, after spending a shitload of time, I'm finally back and I managed to install the update, and now the setting is working. So I tried to install the update through the recovery, it didn't work. So I extracted the boot IMG and flashed it through the Flashify app. Here we have the boot Imagify like option, and as you can see I have flashed it, and now the setting is working, and I guess the Wi-Fi is working too. Let's just check that. The developer said the Wi-Fi is working. I don't know why it's still not working, and as the Wi-Fi is not working, the hotspot is also not working. So that's the thing. On the developer's device it's working. I don't know why. Auto red pulse notification, you don't have a LED. Then comes to the themes. Pretty much 5 themes preloaded. 7 themes. Okay, lock screen password. Nothing much to amaze about over here. Let's just check the Android version. As you can see, Faber.1.1. The best thing about MyUI is that it can be built on any of the Android versions through KitKat. Not KitKat, but Lollipop, Marshmallow. Because I've checked the Marshmallow one, and now I'm checking it on the Lollipop. That's just great thing. Now let's just check. App lock is also present over here. Dual apps. This is the best thing. Let me just give you a quick example. What should I show you? So the Z archiver. Okay, let's just change the theme, settings, interface, icon theme, not file system, color, light. I don't know why some settings are not just working at all. Color theme, language thing, classic, kids, classic. Let's just change everything as we can. So as you can see, the upper header has been changed, and this is the light theme of the MyUI, so it can be like pure white. But let's just clone this app. Oops, dual apps. I want this Z archiver to be cloned. This is the best feature any operating system can give you. Let's just wait till it clones the app. So as you can see, new app has been added to the home screen. I don't know why it goes down here. So as you can see, the cloned app looks like this. Let's decrease the brightness a bit. Oops, I don't know, it's very like highly touch responsive. And as you can see, we have a new Z archiver app over here with no folders at all, because it has been like emulated. Sorry for my English. And this is our regular Z archiver app. As you can see, there are 2 separate apps over here. This is the best thing, because I use 2 Facebook accounts, one of my friends and one of my own, so I can clone this app and I don't have to like log in and log out anytime I want to check out those accounts. That's just a great thing. Again, we have a scroll capture. If you like take a screenshot, what the hell, dude? If you take a screenshot, like I can take screenshots. Okay, maybe it's like this. Yep, it's like that. So if you take a screenshot, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Okay, so if you take a screenshot, I don't know why it doesn't give a scroll option, but it will work. I don't know why it's not working over here, cause it may give a scroll option, I guess. I don't know why it doesn't appear over here. I don't think of any app that can do it, cause it work on my Euphoria, but it doesn't work on this thing, this shit thing. Now I don't think of any app that we can scroll on. Maybe Zdarchivo. Please scroll option. Nope, it's not working right now. I don't know, it's like a software bug, cause it may work on other devices, but in this device case it doesn't work. Sad thing. Those are the main 2 points why I love the MyUI, the cloning apps and the scroll capture like the Note 7 or Note 5. Battery and performance, high system animation, I don't know, it may change some things, but it doesn't like visually appear to you. Power, battery saving, these are very deep options. It may vary your mileage really. So notification status bar, so you do get two type of notification panel, combined and separate. So as you can see, if you pull down, these are like MyUI 7. You can scroll over here for your toggles, and these are your notifications. I don't like that. I like combined like this, which is much cooler. I don't know, it's like bit bugged off right now. Let me just decrease the brightness. Okay, it just like bugged off. As you can see, I am touching and it just, and if you see hearing me like as you can see a lot of time, just bear with me. Collapse after touch, battery indicator, graphical percentage, this is good. Additional settings, child mode, whoa, that's cool. Privacy, date and time accessibility, captions, power of captions, it is good. Color correction, what do we get? Basic things, me mover, just like the Samsung, what you say, smart share, no, there is an app, I just forgot about that. 100 mode, 3.5 inches, how to do it? We can't basically do it because we don't have a touch home button over here like the Redmi devices. That's kind of cool thing. Floating ball, whoa, so this has a new name, a floating ball. What the hell? You can say associative touch or something like that, but floating ball, it doesn't even look like a ball. So guys, this was my quick review of the MyUI 8 running on the Galaxy Grand Prime. This is still an alpha build, so you don't like or can't expect many things through it. As you can see, the Wi-Fi doesn't work or the camera doesn't work. Those are some things. Also, please leave your suggestions on this ROM in my Instagram pic of Galaxy S7, which I have been posted. So guys, thanks for watching. Peace.